Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to DW, Ukraine has carried out significant strikes deep within Russian territory. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy announced that Ukrainian-made FP-5 Flamingo missiles hit the Titan Barakadi facility in Volgograd, a major industrial complex that produces artillery systems and components for missile launch systems, including the Iskander-M. Russian regional authorities confirmed the attack, reporting that at least 10 people were injured and production facilities were damaged. In a separate operation, Ukrainian drones successfully targeted an oil pumping station owned by Transneft in the Vladimir region, which serves as a crucial fuel supply hub for Moscow. This marks the second successful strike on the facility in a month. These actions are part of Kyiv's broader strategy to bring the realities of the war to the Russian population and pressure President Vladimir Putin into peace negotiations. Meanwhile, Russian forces launched retaliatory strikes overnight across at least 3 Ukrainian regions, including Dnipropetrovsk, Sumy, and Zaporizhzhia, resulting in at least 2 deaths and over 20 injuries. Russia's state media also reported that Russian forces seized the Ukrainian village of Novoiskolovyov. Russian forces seized the Ukrainian village of Novoiskolovyov. An explosion and gunfire were reported on Saturday in Karachi, Pakistan's commercial capital, according to reports from Al Jazeera. The incident occurred near a gate leading to the offices of the Rangers, a prominent paramilitary force operating in the region. Local media, including Dawn, stated that the area is situated close to several universities and the city's meteorological department. In response to the security breach, authorities have cordoned off the site. Special units, including police commandos and the Rapid Response Force, were immediately dispatched to the area to address the situation. Reports indicate that clashes are currently underway, as the situation remains fluid and is developing into a significant security event. Details regarding potential casualties or the perpetrators behind the attack remain limited. This is a breaking news story. Al Jazeera reports that Hezbollah leader Naim Qassem has rejected the newly signed framework agreement between Lebanon and Israel, terming it a humiliating, shameful, and a surrender of sovereignty for Beirut. The U.S. mediated agreement, signed in Washington, D.C., seeks to establish a path toward normalization and formal peace between the two nations. However, Qassem strongly opposed linking the withdrawal of Israeli troops to the disarmament of Hezbollah, pledging that the group will continue its armed resistance on the ground. Furthermore, Al Jazeera's correspondents note that the text of the agreement does not explicitly mandate an Israeli withdrawal from southern Lebanon. In the wake of the signing, Hezbollah supporters staged angry protests in Beirut, blocking airport roads and burning tires. Despite the official diplomatic progress, tensions remain extremely high on the ground, with the Lebanese National News Agency reporting that Israeli forces continued to bomb southern areas, including Markaba and Nabati al-Faka, shortly after the deal was signed. While some Lebanese politicians expressed optimism that the state is finally asserting its authority, a Hezbollah MP warned that attempts to enforce the deal could lead to civil war. According to CNBC, tensions between the United States and Iran have escalated after a tanker in the Strait of Hormuz was struck by an unidentified projectile on Saturday. While the vessel suffered damage to its bridge, the crew was reported safe. The incident marks the latest escalation in recent days following an interim agreement to end hostilities in the region. The fresh attacks come as the U.S. and Iran are supposed to be engaging in a 60-day ceasefire as they hold talks to end their war. But both sides have accused the other of violating their end of the agreement. The U.S. military struck Iran on Friday after President Donald Trump accused the Islamic Republic of violating the ceasefire by launching drone attacks at ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's Revolutionary Guard responded with a statement defending its actions under the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding and launched its own retaliatory strikes against U.S. positions. This conflict comes just over a week after Trump and Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian signed an MOU aimed at developing a permanent peace deal. According to a report by TechCrunch, Paul Meade, a key Apple vice president responsible for the Vision Pro headset and the company's upcoming AI-powered smart glasses, is reportedly leaving the technology giant to join the hardware team at OpenAI. Citing Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the report notes that Meade's departure comes at a time of internal shifts within Apple, specifically following the expected promotion of John Ternus to CEO. Reports suggest that ongoing shakeups within Apple's hardware engineering division have led to frustration among some senior leaders, potentially prompting this high-profile transition. OpenAI has been actively building out its hardware capabilities, having previously collaborated with former Apple design chief Johnny Ive on an AI-focused device. While the specific nature of Meade's new role at the AI firm remains to be detailed, his move signals OpenAI's continued focus on developing its own specialized hardware. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.